We are all well aware of the army green and camo sported on the backs of our brave men and women who serve and have served. What we may be unsure of is how these garments made their way on the backs of teens on campus and even made their way to the runway. 1950s, young people discovered Army and Navy surplus stores and were soon wearing khaki pants, caps, battle jackets, fatigues, and even ammunition belts. Soon after, this well-known street style made its way into high fashion. This is a grand example of the upward flow theory, which holds that fashion adoption begins among the younger members of lower-class income groups and then moves upward into higher income groups, hence the upward flow theory. Some garments, like the military jacket or even the pilot's jacket, have evolved into classics, but do many know where this trend began? Let's find out. Where do you think the military fashion trend began?
I didn't know that military fashion was actually a trend. It was just kind of, figured everybody was just like me, going into Goodwill, finding a jacket, thinking it was cute.
I know that Army Green was designed for our soldiers. But for the everyday consumer on your average day, how does it make you feel when you wear it?
Okay, so do you think when, I guess, let's say you wore it, do you feel like you're wearing something that's patriotic, or are you being like America or anything?
I don't normally think about it, but when you do think about it, yeah, it's kind of like, for any country, this is the Allies, this is like the camo that they wore, and they still wear now. So it's like, you're remembering them in a way.
Take a look around this Army surplus store. Wartime images tend to be absorbed into fashion when the clothing no longer serves its original function. Either practical things turn decorative, like the silver ball buttons that were once designed as backup ammunition, or, in a post-war period, practical Army gear is absorbed into civilian life, just like the aviation jacket or even the trench coat. Do you think this makes a difference to those who wear this uniform on a daily? Let's get some insight.
Find it offensive when, the people who aren't in the military wear the jackets and the shirts and things like that. Do you think that they
maybe like the actual items, maybe? I know that I feel that maybe if there's like, I don't know, an enemy line, especially like in public areas such as the airplane or some airport or something like that, I feel like it could be like a way for them to be detected in a sense if they're wearing just their open military fashion. So especially like the recent styles, I know that they just changed their style again, their colors again. So I don't know, maybe in that sense, but maybe like the older, like the really old versions of them, maybe not so much, but the newer like things, yes. Yeah. The older trends, I would try.
Will fashion ever give us military fascination? History and the upward flow theory tells us no. As long as consumers are turning military style into fashion, designers will too. Whether it's a military jacket or combat boots, military style will never leave its place.